For the past year, I've been making between $5,000 to $15,000 per month with my coaching business, which is great because I'm 20 years old, I'm traveling the world, and I'm making the money working maybe 3 hours a day, right? But recently, I decided that I just want to make more, bro. Like, I just want to make more money. So I made these 3 specific changes, and now I'm on a track to make $30,000 per month, and I want to make $100,000 per month this year in 2026. So today, I will tell you what exactly I did to blow up my business, because if you already have a coaching business or just want to start, these 3 changes will literally double or even triple your income without even doing more work, bro. I helped over 28 people also build their own coaching business to at least $10,000 per month, and now I'm helping them scale even past that using these 3 tactics that I'm going to share with you today. The last one is literally the most powerful, so make sure to stick till the end, bro. Now, the very first point is that I doubled my prices. And you might think like, yeah, like you doubled your prices and now it's too expensive, bro. No, it doesn't work like that, okay? If you double your prices, you will double your income. Nobody does it because they are too scared, because they think that it's actually about the price. But from what Brian Tracy says in the psychology of selling, if people don't buy, it's almost never about the price, because you can create a payment plan, they can pay something right now, or half and half, whatever. So they don't have to pay the full price right now, right? So it's almost never about the price, it's about the value of your offer. My value and my knowledge and my expertise and my results just increased, so my price should also increase, right? Then I was like still kind of scared of doubling my prices or just charging more, like what if people not buy, But then I learned something from Alex Hormozi, and he basically said that if people don't go crazy when you say the price, you're not charging enough. So I was like, well, most people on the calls actually tell me, like I'm not even kidding, they said that the price is like lower than they thought. So I was like, yeah, it's a good price then. No. The price should be high enough that people will be like, wow, we are charging a lot of money, that's a lot of money, right? Because then you can handle the objection. Alex Hormozi also says is that if you just charge more, you will always make more money. By definition, you will always make more money. What do you think that happened when I charged double the money? Nobody even said it's some crazy price, because it's not really that crazy. Nobody complained. Not even my close rate went actually lower. Like I still closed almost the same amount of people. The worst case is that I get them on a payment plan and they pay me some smaller amount right now, and then they pay over the next few months or whatever, just a payment plan. That's the worst case scenario, which I was doing before anyways. So whatever you charge right now, you can literally double it overnight. Now here's the pricing tactic that makes this even more powerful, and it will just make you more money on the call. Let's say you are charging right now $2,000 and you want to go to $4,000. You want to charge $4,000. So on the sales call, you will not just say, okay, so for all of this, it's $4,000. What you will say is that, so for all of this, it's $4,000 if you want to split it. But if you want to pay right now on the call, you can save $1,000, and then it's only $3,000 for the full 6 months or whatever. So what happens is that most people want to save $1,000, so they rather just give you $3,000 right now. And so yes, you didn't really double your prices because you are giving them a $1,000 discount, but they're still charging $1,000 more than you used to. And if they want to split it, if they want to go on a payment plan, then it's $4,000 in total. So then you double their prices. So it's basically like 1.5x to 2x your pricing. So you just went from making $2,000 per client to making $3,000 to $4,000 per client. And you can use this to like any pricing point. Now, if you are still scared to charge more, which I understand, there's just one very simple hack which will add value to your offer. It's always about the value. So how can you increase the value of your offer? You just extend the offer. You just make it longer. Instead of 3 months, you make it 6 months. Now it's double the time, which means you can charge twice as much. And at the end of the day, you are still charging the same amount per month. You just add more months, that's it. But per month, it's still the same price. So you doubled your revenue per client, and on top of that as well, they will actually get better results because they work with you for longer. So then everybody wins because they get better results. You're not just charging more money like because you want to. You're actually giving them better results, and you make more money, so it's a win-win. That's why I don't really recommend to sell like low-ticket courses or whatever, or to charge like little prices, because people just don't see the value. Cheap prices mean cheap results. People know this. Now, you might think, what if people cannot afford it? Which is obviously like a valid objection, right? That's what the payment plan is for. You can just tell them like, okay, you can pay monthly, you can split it half and half. Or the next thing is that you shouldn't probably deal with people who don't have money anyways. Obviously, some people will still not have the money, so that's why the payment plan is there, But generally, you want to position yourself in front of the right people, the 1 to 2% of the market who are actually serious about the change, who actually want to make the transformation, and who can actually pay you. Because even Russell Brunson in Expert Secrets, he says that people always pay for the gap and for the pain that is between their current situation and their desired situation. So if the pain is big enough, if you target the people who are actually in a lot of pain, who want to change their situation, go from broke to rich, or from skinny to fat, or from single to having a relationship, and if it really like triggers them, then they will do probably anything in their power to actually buy from you. The moment I started selling one-on-one coaching, I just made a one-on-one coaching offer. And people are like, yeah, I need the guidance. I want you to hold me accountable. That's the main selling point of people, not only the information, but then a lot of people tell me that they want me to hold them accountable. They want me to give them the guidance. They want the reviews of their content, reviews of their offers, reviews of their sales calls, everything, just perfect, like personalized to them. That's what people want right now, and they are actually willing to pay a lot of money for it. If you don't double your prices, you are basically leaving money on the table, like double your revenue just on the table, bro. And even if your close rate decreases, you are still gonna make more money. So by the way, if you want me to help you build your own coaching business and actually set the correct price and position your offer as valuable in front of the right people who are actually serious and who are in enough pain to buy from you and to actually be able to afford your program, you can just get the first link in the description and I will explain everything and help you get there. I did it for 28 other people, so I know for a fact that I can help you as well. Now the second point of this video is that I stopped doing more and I started doing better. I just thought that success is related to hard work. But really, it's not about hard work, it's about smart work and being productive and doing the things well. It's not about how many tasks you do, but how much effort and how much time you spend on each task, so it actually is good. In a 9 to 5, you're just getting paid for being there and just doing the work, just doing the task. Business doesn't work like that. Business is doing the task in a way where it's actually good and it will actually get to the result, just trying your best every time. And so the problem is that I was just doing too much. I was just planning how much work I want to do, and I'm just trying to feel productive instead of just being productive. And usually I just ended up not even doing the basic tasks, because I was like, there's so many things on my to-do list, so many things I have to do, that I was just demotivated. I was like, I'm never gonna do this, like, what the fuck, I don't even want to start, because I would just have to work all day long. So then, instead of like doing all these tasks, I didn't even end up doing the basic ones. This is even in the book. The War of Art is the sneakiest form of resistance of not doing the work, just planning the work and feeling productive instead of just doing the fucking work. So I simplified everything and went into so-called nightmare mode, which is basically like a crazy dopamine detox for 5 days. You don't have to stay on that. I'm not staying on that. Like, just do it for 5 days just to reset your dopamine levels and actually get used to the work, right? Now, how it works is that you just limit all social media. You don't scroll even a little bit, like 0 minutes. You can literally delete your social media from your phone, so you don't even go there. You don't want to risk it. No junk food, so only clean food. And basically, all you will do is just work, maybe walking if you like walks like I do, reading books, and hitting the gym. That's literally all you will do. I'm telling you, the first 3 days will be the most boring 3 days of your life, bro. I was like in crazy pain. I was like, bro, I was itching to grab my phone and do something. I was just itching. Staring at a wall was more fun, bro, than anything else, because I didn't have anything to do except the work, right? But about like the 3rd or 4th day and the 5th day, you will just love your life because your dopamine levels will be high all the time. Just enter the first 2-3 days. And work becomes like the most funny thing that you can do, the most stimulating thing you can do, because you're actually doing something. It's the most funny thing you will do on the dopamine detox, bro. So then you will do basically nothing but the work. And when I did that, I realized like this is how humans are naturally supposed to feel. We are so fucked up from social media. I was scrolling for like 5 minutes after that. I was like, bro, like so many bad news, so much dopamine. I felt terrible after scrolling for just 5 minutes, bro. The thing is that nobody will tell you is that even if you're on a dopamine detox, you might still not want to do the work. Like, it's crazy as it sounds, but there will still be some resistance and you will still not be able or willing or wanting to do the work. So then the hack for that is that just tell yourself, okay, I'll just do it for 2 minutes. I'll just work for 2 minutes. Just start for 2 minutes. There's like 100% chance that you will continue the work for the next couple hours. Even right now when I'm not on the dopamine detox, it's not about doing a lot in the day. It's about having like 1, 2, maybe 3 tasks, but spending at least like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours on them and actually putting in a lot of effort. For example, Jordan Belfort says in the book Way of the Wolf is that people who are successful are not the people who do the most work, who have the most tasks. The most successful people are those who actually learn how to do a few things on a high capacity level, with a high leverage, with a lot of leverage, and being like really productive and being actually good at the thing. So now instead of doing 20 things in a day, I do 3, and everything is better. My sales calls are better, I'm able to focus, my videos are better, my scripting is better, and delivery to my clients is also better because I enjoy that and I can get them better results. So I make more money from less work because one video converts better if I put a lot of effort into it than 10 videos that I just rushed. Now, the third point is that I created a second offer. One-on-one coaching is still the best business because you literally just call with people and it's all your work. I still couldn't handle like 30 clients at once, right? So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna increase my prices, but also I'm gonna create a second offer, which is basically like a course, like a video course that I created. So then my clients will have the one-on-one access to me. Of course, all of them still have that, but we don't have to go over everything on every single call and have to teach the exact same thing to all of my clients, because they can just learn it from a course, from a video course I made, from a step-by-step system that I made. They can learn from that. I save time, they save time because they can watch it anytime they need. And then they go on a call with me and ask me questions, and I review what they do, and I give them feedback on what they do, and I actually give them accountability. I help them implement the information that they learned in the course. So we both save time and we get better results. Because Alex Hormozi in 100 Million Offers says that the best businesses are those where more money doesn't equal having more clients, because you can only handle so many clients, right? So in my course, I just put there literally everything I know, and then on the sales course, I'm just consulting with the clients, giving them feedback, and actually personalized reviews on what they do and holding them accountable. Plus also I have like a DM support, so people can ask me questions, not only just on the calls but over DMs, so I can just reply as soon as possible. They can fix it, take action and make the money. People don't really give a fuck if you help them achieve the transformation through a course or through one-on-one. People just care about the transformation, they only care about the result. And I genuinely believe that having like a course to give them the information and then calls to help them implement it and give them feedback is the best structure, and how they actually can get the most out of that. So now this means that I can handle basically unlimited clients and still get them the best results, because they can learn everything, they have the access, and we have some calls, but it's not overwhelming. So I can actually serve a lot of people and help them make money. Now later on, when you actually blow up and you will have millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views, you can also add a low ticket course, which you don't even have to take a sales call for, but people just buy it automatically. They can just buy the low ticket one and get the basic information, not ask you any questions, but just learn something basic, and then maybe scale up to like your high ticket stuff. So if we actually combine all these three things together, which is doubling my prices, working less but better, being more productive, and actually creating a course so I can handle more clients, that's how I went from $5,000 to $15,000 per month. And I'm now on a way to make $100,000 per month this year. Coaching is later the only thing that actually saved me from cutting watermelons in a supermarket to now being in Thailand and being completely free at 20 years old while my classmates are in college right now. Because you don't need any upfront capital, you can literally just start with the information that you already have, sell access to you. You are the premium option. Plus you can just double your prices just right now. If you were a copywriter, you cannot do that, because as a copywriter, to actually charge double, you need to actually deliver way better results to your clients, like make them way more money. So this is the only business that you don't have to sacrifice your life for. And coaching is the perfect business model if you want to have motion, if you want to travel, if you want to have freedom, if you want to enjoy your life, and if you want to make a ton of money while doing that, because it is your lifestyle. Plus, if you also agree with the philosophy that you should just always take action, take risks, and just always do something instead of just overthinking in your head. Because I used to have a huge problem with overthinking, just not taking action. I was being lazy, and it stopped me from making money way sooner. But now I'm just motion maxing in Thailand, making money by speaking to a camera on the other side of the world and making money from that, just helping my clients. I can go to the beach, I can read a book, I can go to the gym and still make money from that. That is, in my opinion, the ideal lifestyle for me, and coaching is the only business that allows me to do that. I'm later doing it right now in front of you, just telling you how I operate my business, how I do it, and I'm doing it in real time. I actually walk the talk. You will see me this year scale to $100,000 per month with this exact same system, while still living the best lifestyle possible and while still motion maxing and just enjoying my life. Because that is my philosophy, and that is how I want to live and how I want to run my business. And since I'm a motion maxer, I'm also the only motherfucker actually about taking action, investing into mentors, taking risks, working hard, being productive, reading books. Nobody else does that, and that is why I will win. And that's why everybody else who is with me will win as well. I found my purpose in actually helping people make money as well, because I live the same lifestyle, working a 9 to 5 and being a slave. So I found purpose in helping people escape that and then be motion maxing. So my 28 clients built the business the exact same way, and some of them are even past $10,000 per month right now. So it's not a theory, bro. I'm actually doing it, and it's happening in real time in front of your eyes. You can just book a free call with me in the description, and I will later explain exactly how I can help you do that. I will help you find what you're good at, find your niche, build your offer, make the content, teach you sales, and teach how to actually deliver the results to your clients. So you can just click the first link in the description and apply to work with me one-on-one. All of the results of my clients are on my Instagram in the description as well. Thanks for watching, I hope I helped, and see you on the call.